I'll give out the number in case anybody wants to dial in if they have questions for Dr. Hill. The number is 760-569-7676, and the code is 564-943#. I'll give out that one more time, 760-569-7676, and the code is 564-943#. You also talk about, and you've mentioned it already on the program, how because of just the awesome power of the system, and particularly the way that racist men and racist women use language, use words, that many non-white people pick up these terms and start behaving, thinking, speaking in the same way that racist people do. You pointed that out with the mock Spanish.
I think mock Spanish has gotten to be part of kind of being an American, you know.
That black people do that. And you pointed out the film Con Air that came out in the 90s with Dave Chappelle and Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, some other, John Malkovich. But you point out Dave Chappelle's character, who's named Pinball, another Dr. Welsing moment. Dave Chappelle's character, Pinball, in this film, he sees a non-white person who is Native American, and he says, how? And then he proceeds to set him on fire. And I think that
what they're actually doing is creating a diversion so that they can get out of the plane. I understand. I haven't actually seen the movie. Somebody had to tell me that, but but yeah, you know, I mean, there is that language, you know, and the idea that you can use it and it's funny, you know, that sort of thing.
A racist. I've actually seen that. I haven't seen Con Air in a long time, but I have seen that repeatedly in films where white people will put the racist joke in the mouth of a non-white person, as in what happened in that film, getting Dave Chappelle to go and do the how thing to a Native American. I saw a recent film where it was a racist joke that I had just seen it for the first time, and then I saw this film, and they got the black person telling the racist joke to everybody, and it gets a big laugh, and they have fun and go on.
That is not surprising. And white people love to talk about how racist black people are. It's just amazing. So.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I pointed out for our listeners the interesting thing, and it's been some years since I've seen Con Air. You have Dave Chappelle, who's a black male. His name is Pinball in the film. Ving Rhames from Pulp Fiction and Rosewood. Ving Rhames is in the film, and his name is Diamond Dog. So the two black characters' names, Diamond Dog and Pinball. And they're both inmates, have been in jail. I think Dave Chappelle's character, I think he's a drug addict of some sort. Typical, all the ugly stereotypes. And Dave Chappelle, he is killed. He is late getting on the plane, and he gets stuck in the landing gear. And so he ends up slowing the plane down because the landing gear is not all the way elevated, so they have extra drag. And so they end up throwing his body out of the plane with a message so that they can continue on their mission. Just the racism, white supremacy, just astounding at all times, always there.
Are you serious, Gus?
Yes, ma'am. That's Con Air.
Wow, that is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, you'll have to go rent that one. No, I think I'm glad I haven't seen it.
And I even forgot, they have a different non-black, non-white character. His sole mission from beginning of the film to end of the film is to rape another female. It's every ugly stereotype you can think of. And the main character, Nicolas Cage, he's a white man. He's the only convict that's being transported who's not supposed to be there. It's just like Shawshank Redemption. They make sure that you know he's in jail, but he's only here because he was protecting his wife in a fight and he was unjustly incarcerated. He's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be dropped off. All the rest of these animal, savage, non-white people, they're supposed to be here. They're convicts and, yeah, rapists, drug dealers, the whole nine. Con Air.
That's sort of, I have always, I mean, you know, in order to write the book, I had to look at some statistics on incarceration, which is, of course, an international scandal, not for white people in the United States. They think that everybody who's in jail deserves it, you know, and are not shocked at the extraordinary disproportion. And images like that make it okay for them. You know, doesn't occur to people that's so shocking and so extraordinary.
Wow. Context of white supremacy.